Hello, thank you so much for your time. So in this short video, I'm just going to give you like a demonstration of how a resume should look like, and how your cover letter should actually, what should your cover letter actually reflect, and what are the practices that people used to do that no longer work, and what should your resume now look like. It has nothing to do whether you want me to work on your resume or not. That's fine. At the end, I just want you to have like what should actually, what are the main highlights that should be there in your resume or cover letter. There are some guidelines released by the Harvard Extension School, and that's why I wanted to share them with you and just give you short little highlights of how your resume should actually look like. So if you, I can share this I'll share this document with you. You can watch it for yourself and go really into the details if you want to optimize your resume. So first of all, there are some you can go into the details, but I'll share some of the main highlights that are important, that I think are important. So when it comes to, for example, if you watch this resume tips, the resume language should be specific rather than general. So it used to be a very common practice that people would go for very generic terms and like write very generally about themselves. But now the world is changing, and the type of job market that we are in, and the people are it's constantly evolving, and people are changing, their demands are changing, and you should have a like a very specific and very targeted approach to your job. So phrase that says that specific rather than general, it really focuses on what are actually your skills, what can you do, and what are your expertise, what have you learned, and what actually how can you monetize those skills and go on to apply on that. So we have to be very specific about that. I'll find that out of your resume, even if that's not in your resume. I'll communicate it with you, and after proper communication and properly discussing it, even if you need a call, I'll come on a call with you, and then after that, write effective statements that express what you can do, what are you capable of, and taking that approach rather than trying to impress them. Okay, the next one is written to express, not to impress. So it's very simple. So if you are trying to like use a language or a style that is aimed to like impress the reader, and they'll definitely catch this, and it no longer works. You have to use like the right statements, the right phrases, or the right tone of language that can express your abilities, what you can do, and make a very decent profile for you. Okay, so the next very important one is written to express, not to impress. I have personally seen many resumes that people try to outshine themselves, and they use like very fancy terms and styles. This actually tells you about the they can simply judge what's going on in the mind of the person that is applying for this job. So you have to use effective techniques to express your core abilities and your skills that can effectively be monetized and that can benefit the company or wherever you are applying. So on the other hand, if you are like applying for positions like PhD positions, academia, you should use your core skills, what you have achieved over the years, and then how can you use them? How can you use those skills? So I personally think this statement is really important. We will try to use wordings and statements that really justify what you actually are capable of, and never ever outshine yourself in your resume. There are further tips, but the video will get very long, so I'm going on trying to written for people who scan quickly. So right now, because for example, there is like those who recruit people, they usually take your resume and simply they take your resume and they apply the applicant tracking system, and the system does it that it picks resumes based on the use of right keywords and those select those words that this tracking system is actually looking for. So if you are familiar with it, with that area, and your resume will be picked, it will be shortlisted. I'm not saying about the hiring. So in that initial phase, you will be picked by the ATS system, applicant tracking system, if you are using the right keywords, the right wordings that are relevant to that industry or that job position that you are applying to. So these are really important. Next, I'm going to. So there are certain do's and don'ts that you can simply look at. For example, use of personal pronouns. You are not supposed to abbreviate any term, or using like a narrative style. And there are different. You can watch this document for yourself. On the other hand, there are some do's that I'll be taking really care of during while writing your resume. Um, okay, then there is this plan to work internationally. Yeah, this is really important. For example, if you, it depends on in which country are you applying. Different countries have different guidelines, and they really take this into consideration. So I'll have to discuss it with you. Okay, so then we have these action verbs for your resume. So like the selection of these words, if you use them properly in your resume, they make really an effective. They are really effective, and it somehow makes your resume much more credible. So, for example, I want you to watch this document. I'll personally be referring to these terms while, and I do really use them in various resumes. Then we have like this write an effective cover letter. So some of the general rules about cover letter: address your letters to a specific person. The word is going to like in every field, and it's going to have a very personalized approach in every area. So you have to write it to a specific person. The cover letter should be tailored very carefully. Tailor your letters to specific situations, organizations by doing research before writing your letters. You should properly know about that organization. And for me, I'll personally explore that organization. If you want me to do this, I'll know more about them, and then try to come up with a cover letter that then they have this general idea that this person knows about us, and that's why that is applying to us. Keep letters concise and factual, no more than a single page. Avoid flowery language. So then this next point: keep letters concise and factual, no more than single page. This is really important. I don't really think that anybody would care about cover letters that are very long and that go over a few pages. Examples that support your skills and qualifications, really important. Your skills and qualifications are what they are looking for, and what you can do for them. Put yourself in the reader's shoe. What you can write that will convince the reader that you are ready and able to do the job. Okay, so don't overuse pronoun I. You should like take notes. Then this is an example of the format that you can look. I'll provide you this document that you can go over it. And then we have some sample resumes. These are really credible. This format, some of these are really credible, but I'm not just limited to them. For example, I can show other examples, and then if we go further down, you will see different formats. I personally like this one. If you check this resume of this sample resume of Nadia, it has like a very professional layout. It is very well structured, and it does not have those fancy visuals and colors. But the resume actually reflects authenticity, and it looks very legit. And to me, I find it very credible. Then, if you come to the resume of Jesse, it is even better. I personally suggest you to go for this or any other format that you want and you like. There are different formats in that document. You can view it, and at the end of the document there are some examples of some cover letters. Write an effective cover letter. So this is some sample cover letters are given. Okay, I just want you to look at this document and then compare your resume if it needs any further upgrades. And if you want me to do this, I'll go over that. I'll first of all have to look at your current resume. Even if you have a resume, if you do not have a resume, you can provide me all the details that you want to include. And once I have those details, I will come up with a critique. I'll come up with a document that would tell you that I want to structure your resume. I'll come up with a plan first. If you like that plan, and now when you have seen this document, I'm going to share this document with you. I want you to personally go over it, see it. If you like a particular format, just communicate it with me. I'll be here. I'll facilitate you. Other than that, if you want me to start working on your resume, just send me your details or your current resume. If you do not have a resume, that's fine. Send me all the relevant details, and I will then come up with a plan. I will structure your resume, format your resume exactly according to that job that you are applying for. Some people, on the other hand, want like a resume that they can use for multiple jobs. That's fine. I'll tailor it, and you can apply it. Even that, I can give you two versions of it. For example, the one that you want to tailor for a particular job, and then the one that you can use generally for different places. That's fine for me. I'll do it. Other than that, if you want me to write a cover letter, share the job details that you want to apply, and share the details of that organization or that company. I'll personally go. I'll explore them a bit. once I know about it, know about them, I'll tailor your cover letter accordingly, and you will personally have really good results with it. So that's all I wanted to tell you in this resume. Other than that, for example, if you do not want to work with me, I'm open to it. Just send me a message. I'll facilitate you. I'll review your resume, and I'll guide you if you want to do it yourself, or if you want to just need some instructions. I'll do that for you as well. And if you need any sort of help, please feel free to reach out to me. And that's it. Thank you.